Listen close, there's a power in solitude that most people fear, but I'm telling you right now that's where the real strength is. When you're alone, there's no one to point fingers at, no noise, no easy escape, just you face to face with your raw, uncensored self. That's when you discover who you truly are. People fear solitude because it forces them to confront their own darkness, but those shadows, they aren't there to destroy you. They're there to shape you into something unshakable. In the silence, in the depth of being alone, that's where the real battle begins. And if you want to be a damn force, you've got to welcome that battle. When you're alone, you hear that twisted voice that whispers you're not worthy, that you're too weak. But here's the truth, that voice is lying. That voice is the enemy, and your mission is to silence it, to obliterate it. You do that by testing your limits, mind, body, soul, every single day. Don't numb the pain, own it, let it break you open, let it scar you, and then rise the hell up and keep fighting, because in solitude no one is coming to save you. You become your own strength, your own rescue, and that's where real power is born. Most people cling to company to drown that voice, to escape the brutal truth of who they are. But you're built different. You don't crave the noise, you don't chase the approval. You thrive in the shadows because you understand that in the end it's always been you versus you. And when you conquer that war, nothing, absolutely nothing, can hold you back. So embrace the isolation, run toward it, let it ignite you, because when you master the silence, when you've claimed victory over your own mind, there's nothing on this earth that can shatter you. Because here's the fact, this world is crawling with fragile minds who constantly crave validation, who depend on others to feel worthy, but not you. You're not here for applause or empty praise. You're here to crush your objectives, to break every chain you've wrapped around yourself, and that demands a laser-sharp focus and discipline most can't even comprehend. When you're alone, you come face to face with reality, and reality doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care if you're broken, anxious, or paralyzed by doubt. Reality is savage, and it will devour you whole if you allow it. But in solitude you learn to stare that reality in the face. You learn to thrive inside it, to welcome the pain, the struggle, because that's where transformation is born. People will swear that solitude is weakness, that you must have a crowd, a tribe, but let me tell you the truth, they're wrong. Solitude isn't weakness, it's your greatest weapon. In isolation there's no noise, no one to rescue you. You peel away every lie, every illusion, and what's left is raw, relentless fire. In those hours alone you become unstoppable. When no one's around, you don't have to answer to no one but yourself, and that's both terrifying and liberating. It means the power is yours. You're the architect of your destiny, the commander of your journey. Every choice, every step falls on you. There's no safety net, no excuses. But here's the twist, that also means no chains, no ceilings, no one to say stop, no one to tell you it's too much. You can go as far as you dare, as fast as you can, and there's no boundary to what you can create. That's the strength of solitude. You're unchained, free to build the most relentless, unshakable version of yourself. So when the crowd tells you to cling to comfort, you turn away and carve your own path. When they claim you can't stand alone, prove them wrong. Show them that solitude isn't a weakness, it's your greatest weapon. It's where you sharpen your instincts, where you harden your will, where you become the force you need to be, to crush any barrier before you. Always remember, the war is won in the mind, and when you've spent enough time alone slaying your doubts, breaking your limits, you'll rise stronger, sharper, and more relentless than ever. The world won't see you coming. You treat solitude as power, but only if you're brave enough to claim it. Most people flee from it because they're terrified of the truths hiding in the silence, but not you. You understand that silence is the forge where transformation is born. It's where you confront your fears, where you break yourself down and rebuild with steel, layer by layer, until nothing remains but unshakable strength. And when you've stood alone long enough, the way you see the world shifts. You realize that the noise, the opinions, the constant chatter of others, it's all just that noise, powerless unless you choose to give it weight. You rise above the nonsense because you've learned to trust the only voice that counts, your own. There's a sharpness that only comes from isolation, a focus carved by the quiet of solitude. You see your mission with laser clarity. You feel your drive with deeper purpose, and you're ready to burn through every obstacle, because when you've tasted true isolation, you've already faced your darkest moments, and nothing outside can rival the wars you've already won within. And don't mistake it, being alone doesn't make you lonely. There's a world of difference. Loneliness is for the fragile, for those who can't stand their own reflection, but you've learned to rise in it. You forged that solitude into a weapon, into an unshakable power that others can't even grasp. So when the world whispers you need them to rise, you just smirk, because you hold the truth. The only soul you ever needed is the one staring back from the mirror. That's the person who'll drive you when the road breaks down, who'll carry you when the rest fall away. That's the one who'll drag you past the finish line, even if it kills them. Because the gift of solitude is the power to be limitless. It's the strength to seize, control to mold your reality into, forgive yourself, into something far greater than you once believed. It's the fire to stare down fear and say, I don't fear you, because I've already survived worse in the depths of my own mind. So welcome the stillness, welcome the dark, let it build you, sharpen you, and shape you into a force that bows to nothing and no one. Because once you've mastered standing alone, there's not a single thing on this earth that can bring you down.